Hello, Pisces. It's Sagittarius here, and I'm here with your love reading for the month of April. Okay, so the way that I am doing this is kind of new here. So if you see it somewhere else, they stole it. All right, I have grouped these kind of by zodiac energies. Okay, the whole story resonate, but there's certain signs that are really gravitating towards certain parts of the readings here. So I have 3 different groups, all right? And remember, all of them can actually go together. Bits and pieces can resonate, or maybe even the whole freaking storyline, okay? But if you just want to go check for your sign, just look at the comments below, and I will put a timestamp, okay? All right, let's go. So the overall energy that I have for you guys is new or renewed feelings, okay? Also with the 10 of Wands here, heavy. So even some of you have heavy feelings, heavy emotions. You've been blocking these emotions, blocking these feelings. Some of you are really wanting to go towards new love here. So I'm going to flip over the cards to see. But right now, when we have new or renewed feelings, it is being clarified by the 10 of Wands here. Some of you, or it looks like somebody is interested in starting new or interested in starting again, and then the other person doesn't have faith in the connection or the relationship, okay? So that's something else that I'm sensing there. So first group is going to be the challenging group. Okay, this is where, you know, emotion be really high at this time. There'll be a lot of back and forth. So the challengers are the Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius, and Gemini. And also, these could be people that they all have something to do with this somehow. All the signs. Okay, so the frenemies, which means you'll get along and then you'll have issues, is Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, and Cancer. And then the stagnant, the nonchalant, or the cool, calm, and collective is Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, or Libra. Okay? This doesn't have to be like this, but they are heavily gravitating to certain parts of the reading. Okay? So let's talk about the first Pisces, Virgo, Aquarius, Gemini. This is the turbulence here. A lot of turbulence with this one. We have, how they're feeling right now is trusting. Okay? So that may be the issue is trust. Reliant, dependent, believing is their energy right now. But let's see what's going on with that. All right. True love and uncertainty going hand in hand together. So somebody is, I feel like somebody isn't sure if this is really meant to be. Okay. But somebody is actually going with their heart and just trusting it, even though they're uncertain. And other people are kind of like, but this is still going to be turbulence. One person is like, yeah, you're true love. You're everything. This is deep. I really, want this. And the other person is like, I don't know. I feel like somebody with the new or renewed feelings, somebody still has feelings left elsewhere in this connection. Okay. One person is very interested and the other person is like, I don't know. Ex came back, or I met somebody new and I don't know if this is necessarily what I want to do. Okay. And why this is so turbulent is because somebody has made the decision that you are a person. And then the other person, they have not made that same decision. All right, so let's flip over some more cards. So this is why the energy is very, very heavy with this reading here. And some people are going to feel maybe let down or disappointed here. And others of you, this person, they're not ready, okay? They're maybe just not ready as you are. Sometimes you can meet somebody and you're just like love at first sight, or not necessarily love at first sight, but you know that this person is important. Other people don't really get that recognition. Like spiritually awakened people, we kind of know, sometimes who has purpose, why they're here. But other people, they don't have that connection yet. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Knight of Pentacles energy here. Virgo showing up. 10 of Cups. Yes, somebody is willing to work on the relationship. They're trying to head towards this. This person over here is the trusting person. This person is ready. Because their pentacle, what is their pentacle? You always want to know what somebody is coming with. Their approach is slow, methodical, steady. And when they finally trust a connection, they'll move towards that connection. What are you bringing in your hand? I want to bring you happiness. I want to bring you love. I want this to be a successful relationship. I want to bring, completeness within you. That's what I'm bringing to the table. Okay, I want to make you feel secure. I want to make you feel safe. This is somebody who is in love, deeply. This person is deeply in love. And this is not a bad, but the thing is, the Queen of Pentacles, this person is always ready for a commitment. That's how they are, very traditional. But the thing is, she cannot trust this knight. Do you have enough experience? Should I trust you? Do you have it all together? Are you over your ex? Can you even bring this to the table? Somebody is looking at something like realistically, okay? So it can even be financial as of to why too. Like this person, they do like to be taken care of. Now they do work and stuff like this, but they like to make sure that their home is never going to have bill issues. They're never going to have financial problems. It's like, yeah, you're coming with love. Okay, but what about responsibilities? Are you responsible? Are you going to keep up with stuff? No, that type of situation. It's how somebody's looking at it. Now, the true love is here. The trust is what lacks, but it's more on a practical level. Yeah, everybody says that they're going to make me happy. Show me. Next person. All right. And so this person, whomever this is, will have a lot of responsibility. They get very disappointed with this person because this person is going to have their wall up, which will cause disagreements or different opinions between the two of you, because this is a knight coming to a queen, not gender-based. The knight is on a journey. The queen is sitting on her throne. She's already been on her journey. Okay, she doesn't want to have to walk back, you know, and help you complete yours. Like some people just don't want to do that. They're in a place of where they just want to make sure they're not having to babysit somebody else. Okay, first one. All right, second one, the kind of frenemies here, we have Sagittarius, Leo, Taurus, Cancer. Emotions, happy. They feel happy at this time, so that's good, but they have a lot of cards. A lot of cards came out for them, so let me get the flip and get them over. First thing, we have a friend soulmate. Okay, so people we are very comfortable with, people we trust, people we believe in, mutual interests, very harmonious connection. Very easy connection with a friend soulmate here. Commitment challenge. All right, this is that's sometimes you kind of dim and dab. Do I want to go further with this friendship? Okay, should I leave it just a friendship? Because I'm very happy with this person's energy. Do we really need to go to that next level? This is like a page energy, like especially like the Page of Wands. We have so much time. We have so much fun together. Like I love this person, not necessarily in love sometimes, but like I have a deep love for this person. Like we have the same interests. We really get along. We really connect. And then, you know, somebody kind of wants to go further, or you feel like you want to go further, but there's that hesitation there. Hesitation. I said heavitation. But this is where we have those new feelings for some of you guys, and I'm interested. I'm very interested in you, but it's just like I don't want to ruin friendship with you. Okay. And also, look, not a usual type as well. So this is somebody different. Like as friends, we're good, but you're not usually the person I would go for a romantic relationship. Like you're not really a person, but I do feel like some type of chemistry. And some people, you or the other person doesn't really feel that, but you want to kind of push it. You know, like not push it aggressively, but you kind of want to put the suggestion out there. Okay, so let's see the Fool card. Some of you are actually saying, you know what, I'm gonna ask. I don't even care. Aquarius, rebel energy, just the rebellious energy here. Like, you know what, I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna go for it. Oh well, I'm just gonna see what they say. You know, the most that they can say no, but you're in a happy, optimistic energy. That's why you're like willing to make that big jump to ask this person that, or for them to ask you that. Okay, they're acting very they have a very innocent approach to you. They must really feel a connection. Okay, they have a lot of optimism. And even with the signs here, you have Sagittarius and Leo, and this is a person who is very sure, you know. That's why sometimes it's kind of that cocky and arrogant energy. Like they'll say, yeah, they cannot turn me down. This is the energy. It may not be the sign, but that's the energy that they're under. Like very optimistic about getting a yes. Okay, Nine of Pentacles. I also feel like that's the challenge. This is a with or without you, I'm good. You know, I don't necessarily need to be with you. Very independent person. They are full of self-love. They are full of self-worth. But they want to take a chance and just try a friendship. I mean, try like a friend soulmate. They know that you have a deep connection on a friend level, but somebody feels like there could be more. But this is that you're in the frenemies, you know, you're in the middle type of energy where the commitment challenge is going to be rather tricky. It's not going to be a yes. This is not going to be a yes, I will. I feel like you're going to have to work with that person because somebody's like, you're not type. So I'll go ahead and read this card for you guys, which are my cards here. All right. If you have ever had a preference for a certain people you connect with, this person does not fit in that category. Differences of outer appearance, values, and personalities are present. And I also do see the Fool card. So for some of you, it's a person of the same sex. Okay. That you're like, you know, that's not, you know, usually what I do. They don't care. Okay. Somebody doesn't care. They're still going to go for it, and they're going to ask you, hey, you know, have you ever tried this? You know, but it's going to be somebody different, even if it's race, you know, race, ethnicity, the way that you guys operate, big, huge differences, but they're willing to take the risk. Okay. So I feel that you guys are going to give it a try. And the reason I say that is because I have the Six of Pentacles. We're going to try this. I'm going to put, you know, energy into this. You're going to put your energy into this. But the thing is, you're going to try to negotiate. This is a card of negotiation. So somebody negotiate, you know, I don't know about a commitment, but we can see where it goes. And, you know, I feel like the other person's going to be like, that's fine. That's cool. So with all these pentacles, it would be slow. So if you are this person or you're feeling this way, this is a person who's just going to leap and want to go for it and want to express themselves, be happy and fall in love real quickly and stuff like that. Make sure that we're not being too naive and that we do look and we're very cautious with this because this can go either way for a lot of people. It just depends on the negotiation. This is a card of compromise. We'll talk about it. They even give you a we'll talk about it type of thing. Okay. The difference between some of you is exactly what I see here. You're very free-spirited. You do what you want. You have a very rebellious nature. This person, not so much. They have rules. They have a structure. They have a timeline of when they do things. They have a routine that works for them. This is how they stay balanced, stay grounded, and keep their area or the place that they live very comfortable. Like this is even financial comfort. This, you have, you know, crazy spending habits, you know, screw a savings account, you know, what do you need to save for? You know, I drive 100 in the lane and this person is like, no, I drive the speed limit, you know, I don't run past stop signs. So there's a major difference there, but I feel like you guys are going to try to negotiate with each other. All right, now, next sign, next we have this is either going to be the nonchalant or the stagnant type of energy here. Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio, Libra. Feelings, worried. All right. This is why we're not moving. Worried. Let's see what's going on with worried. All right. I like hanging out with you. I like hanging out with you. Okay. We have end of a romantic cycle and ego challenge here. So we have a lot. Some people, they're just now, they're coming to a completion with the Ten of Wands. So it's like, if you're coming into somebody new, they're just now getting out of a relationship and you have to give this person time to heal. Or they will have their guards up towards you and that will cause some type of crazy energy between the two of you. And then you're going to be stuck in your head. Should I move forward with this person or not? You have to let this person completely get over whatever that they are going through. If that is, you have to be patient with this. If you don't want to be patient, then you need to keep moving. Okay. And I feel like that's where ego comes into play because this is going to take more nurturing, care, and understanding to resolve these problems with this person. And some people in this category, you're ending a relationship and you're worried about it. Like, where do I go from here? And you may come into somebody new who likes to be with you or likes to hang out with you or whatever like that. But I feel like, yeah, some of you are worried about ending a relationship. Like, this is the ones, like, this is it. And it's in your head. And like I said, this is kind of either the stagnant or the non-moving group over here. And we choose not to completely end this cycle just yet because we have hope that it can come back together. Okay, if we can get ego out the way, if we can get the arguments and the egos and come to one decision out the way, then we'll be perfect. We'll be good. Okay, so there's a lot of things here. So let's see what's going on. Flip over some cards. We have the Hermit. Distance. physically, mentally, emotional distance from each other. We're not talking. Somebody else is worried that we're not getting enough communication, so that must mean we're gonna break up. Okay. But what you don't know, for some of you, this person does like your energy, but they have something in their past that's just affecting the now. Okay. If you have met somebody new, they're not gonna give you attention. They haven't even got over whatever the hell that they're going through. Okay. But yep, Ace of Wands, new. And at this time, the energy that's coming out, you can see how that Hermit is not even looking at this newness here. They're still reflecting on that of Wands energy, that very heavy energy they got out of. Now, it doesn't have to be another person. It could be responsibilities. It could be exhaustion. It could be stress. A lot of times, that's why a lot of people can't really get into a relationship, because it's something else weighing them down. Okay. And so somebody is worried that I really like you. You're really cool and stuff like that, but you don't give me enough time and attention. And this is the reason why. There's something else that they're reflecting on that is causing that stagnation here. Okay. Yeah. Because somebody even feel like they could be with this person in the long haul. Like I said, I also got the Emperor. Okay. Aries energy is showing up in this stagnant energy here, but some people are taking forever to end a connection, or they're still clinging on to, or trying to pump the energy into to get this back foundational. And then other people, it's long term versus a short term connection. What do I do? Who do I pick? Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. See you later.